Okay, so on the last video, we went over and we designed the home page. Now your home page is the general landing page for everybody to hit and see kind of to get where they need to go. The second type of page, on this one, we're going to be focusing on the services page. So we're going to be focusing on these pages that are your individual services. And these ones should be treated a little bit different than your home page. So starting off, we want to go to the portal into the pages section. And we're going to pick it. So we're doing the balloon arches page. Okay, so we have a blank slate here. One of the first things we're going to do is we want to put a title at the top so people know kind of what this page is for. So I'll go ahead and put a title. Balloon arches. I'll show you what it looks like with the subtitle. So you can choose if you want it or not. Balloon arches, subtitle. I'm going to switch it to the different style. Yeah, we're going to switch it. So we're going to do the clean look. There we go. I lied. I like the other style better for the header, for the top. Some extra spacing in there. I'm going to remove this subheading. So basically, I just want people to come in here. It's just a title for them to see. This page is for balloon arches. So having that title at the top is very clear, makes it very understanding what it's about, but it also adds some good keywords at the top. You notice this is your H1 tag. So on each page, you want to have at least one H1 tag for the keywords that you're focusing on. So that goes a little more to SEO, but that's how you accomplish your one H1 tag with your keywords is you put a title at the top. So if you wanted to put your area that you're in, you could. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it blank. So the first thing we want to do here is we want to put a little bit of welcome text in here. So over here, it's going to put some, actually we're going to use the subsection here for this. So I'm going to use this dummy text generator just so you can kind of speed through it, but you're going to want to write a good paragraph of text. Let's see, length probably, that looks like a good amount. So write a little introduction to whatever it is that you're offering. After that, I'm going to start adding information. So in here, it's just to get a few sentences of a good paragraph of keywords in introduction. People might not read it, but it does help with your SEO. So after you have your welcome introduction for, let's see, for balloon arches, we're going to do balloon arch styles. I want to show different options with balloon arches. So let's go ahead and put in some features. Let's go ahead and rename this so I know what it is. Balloon arch styles. When you update it, so making it simple, this first one, we're going to do just your standard balloon arch. I like to use the word balloon arch in all of these just to give some more keywords. We'll go ahead and leave this empty. And these aren't going to link anywhere. They're just going to be informational. A string of pearl balloon arch. And let's put a link arch here. And that'll be good. Let's go ahead and remove that one. So we'll do 3 per row. Update that. Now when you go back here, you're going to see, oops, I didn't update the heading, but you're going to see we have 3 different styles of balloon arches. So going back in here, balloon arch styles, I'm going to go ahead and remove the subheading, but if you wanted to put a little bit in here, sentence or so in there, you definitely could. And then we're going to add our images. So for our standard image, we're going to go ahead and what I've done is I've used different clip arts that are available online for demonstrating here. But you can go ahead and create images the same way I did in Canva, either with live images, live photos that you've taken, or if you've downloaded a clip art, you can make the images be the same size by using Canva the same way I did. Just to make sure all of these are the same size, the exact same way we did with the home page. So if you didn't watch that one, go back to the home page and you can see how to get these to be the correct size. So link it anywhere. So Pearl Balloon Arch. A lot of people ask me, Brandon, what's better? Is it better to do clip art or is it better to do live photos? And my answer is always it's better to be professional. So I can see pictures. I've seen live pictures work very well, and I've also seen clip art. I like clip art because you can make it the color of your you can make it the color of your logo in your business, and I think it looks very professional. But I've also seen some good quality professional photos that look very well. The good and important thing is you have good quality photos and they're all the same size so that when people see them, they look standard on your website. So we got all the pictures in there. It's perfect. So they come here, they can see the balloon arch styles, and simplicity, we're going to go ahead and add a gallery. So don't really need to name this, kind of self-explanatory, but we will. Balloon Arch Gallery. And for this one, we're going to do a gallery 5, and we just need to create a gallery that has all the images for your balloon arches. So go over here, add gallery, or all galleries. If you click here, you can add a new gallery. And then you'll go ahead and upload all of your balloon arch images into this gallery. I'm going to pause it and upload these images, and I'll come back when they're all done. Okay, so I went ahead and added all the images here. As you'll notice, it really doesn't matter on these ones, the size, because they will be cropped, and then they can click and they'll come up and they can view in full screen. So you don't need to worry too much about the size or the dimensions. You just want to make sure they're good quality photos. If they're little itty bitty photos and they click them and they don't get big enough, they're not going to have as much of an effect. Just make sure they're some good quality photos that you're uploading. Upload those into gallery, and then when you go back into the pages, now you can go in here and select balloon arch. We'll do 5 across, make it the gallery style, and then come back here, refresh it, and we have a balloon arch gallery. So you have our arches style, and we're going to put a title in there. Whatever you want. I'm going to put it our recent work. Okay, so it looks good. And when you refresh it, you have your balloon arch gallery down here. And you can see when you click on these images, they do pull up to be full screen. They can scroll to the next. You can see now the dimensions aren't really as important because they're going to adjust to the size of the image that you uploaded with a max, obviously, so it doesn't go off the screen. So this will kind of show your customers your recent work. And you might want to put a little more text in here as well. So I would probably put you could do your styles, and then I would probably do another one that does your different designs that they can choose from. So if they want the standard spiral or the 4-color spiral, or if you do the spiral from the middle on opposite directions, I don't know the names of them all. There are a lot of different patterns you can do. Yeah, balloons arch patterns. So maybe you do different patterns. I'd also put a subtitle for each one of these explaining, putting some good keywords in there. But for the purpose of this, I'm not writing any text. So we'll keep this simple. But being able to come in here and add a few lines of text, it adds more content for the user to read, but it also adds more content for the search engine. So just a sentence or two is enough. You don't want too much. And if you add a lot of text, you need it broken up by images. So doing another set of these, we'll go ahead and kind of show you what I mean. So I'll put the features up here. Let's rename it. And you can obviously do whatever you would like. And we're going to put just random 4 in there. They won't have images, but you'll get the idea of what I'm saying. So now we have the balloon arch styles, the balloon arch patterns, and these will each have their own image of the pattern. You can have 10 of these if you'd like. They'll keep going over to the next row. If you have 4 per row and there's 8, there'll be 2 rows of 4. So you can put whatever you'd like. But yeah, this is a good services page. Reason being is you have some good content. Each page you want to have at least 300 to 500 words of text that you've written. That is for the search engines. You want to make sure you have the keywords. So this is the balloon arch page. You want to make sure you use the word balloon arch all over. So you can highlight and see kind of where you used it. You can see balloon arch there, balloon arch there, balloon arch. You can see I use balloon arch. These would have balloon arch pattern, balloon, and then I'd have the word balloon arch used quite a few times in these paragraphs as well, if they were real paragraphs. So making sure in these paragraphs you use the word balloon arch, and you try to use your area naturally as well. You don't want to stuff the random text to look like spam. But if I'm in Utah, I'm going to use the word Utah a few times in each one of these sentences. We are the best balloons in Utah. I've been serving Utah for over 15 years. Utah Balloon Creations, it's in my name. So it's easy for me to put the word Utah all over without sounding unnatural. So the keyword as well as your location to localize it to your area is going to make this page, it's going to be a lot easier to get found on the search engines and more likely to quickly outbeat your competition. So after I've done this, I'd go ahead and do the same thing, but with each one of my services page, and I'll come back once I've updated a few of those so you can kind of see what I've done with each one of those services. Okay, so we're back, and I've gone through and I've populated all the pages here. So you can go through here, see the balloon arch page that we worked on together. What I also went through did kind of the exact same thing on all these different ones, columns. So I put the different column styles and then the topper options that you have, as well as your recent work. I went back and fixed this so we can add a title to those galleries. So you can load more images. So basically each one of these are going to have different sections. You'll notice the centerpieces and balloon sculptures. So organic, and for this one I put a little bit of text here so you can kind of see what it looks like with text underneath it. The style, the option is up to you. So for these ones we just need to put a little bit of extra, get a little bit more images available that I couldn't find on social media, so that's why it says image needed. So those will be updated. So now we've gone through, we've added all the pages, and they look pretty good. Obviously, it's filler text, and each person is going to have a little bit different of what they want on the page. But this is going to be a page that works very well in the search engines as long as you do it correctly. So to recap, each service having its own page, that's very important. And then on the page, you want to make sure you use that service name quite a few times through the text. So all over your page, you want to make sure you use the word balloon arch here, balloon arch, balloon arch, balloon arch. Oops. There, so you can kind of see, searched it, there's a balloon arch used quite a few places. But obviously if I was doing this for real, there'd be 3 or 4 in here, 1 or 2 in here, 1 or 2 in there. These titles would each have balloon arch in there. So the word balloon arch would be used a lot more frequently if this page had all the text and was completed on it. So that's a good example of how to do your individual pages. On the next, we're going to be going to the Contact Us page. This one's gone long enough. And we'll see you in the next video.